Okay, inshallah. So by the time our mob is coming, I will explain a little, the things in the translation class. So we will
Sounds good.
try to easier.
Oh no, I said sounds good. Sorry.
So we will, first try to understand. We will break up the words, and we will day by day try to learn like how every single word is working in that, and how we extract the meaning from all those words. Okay. Number two, the translation. Number three, the grammar. Okay, grammar is a very important part. Day by day, when you will understand the grammar, it will help you to understand making the translation because when you read the translation you only understand it, but sometimes the translation covered so many things, like sometime it's in the past, sometime in the future, sometime the present tenses. So it will give you the sense about the tenses, it will give you the sense about the pronouns, it will give you the sense about the adjective and these kind of stuff. Okay, so at the same time, along with the grammar, we will along with the translation, we will also try to, but because it's only a single day class, so far most of the students are still on the tajweed class. So I'm waiting, like when they will finish the tajweed class, so maybe we will keep the class for 2 days, so one day we can cover the grammar part and other day we can work on the translation. But I just don't want to be very, just don't want to go in very, very detail in the, in the translation part in one class. So we keep it little lighter for all of you. But it is important. It is important because it gives you the sense what is happening behind, like how when you were, how you were understanding when you were doing the tajweed course. So along with the tajweed, you learn so many rules, like what is kalkala, what is ikhfa, what is izhar, where to stop, where to continue, how to stop on the, stop signs and these kind of things. You learn so many things which help you to give a good command on, on the, on your tajweed. Like, what rule is applying here, why I'm not doing this. Otherwise, the mind is always confused, like, okay, the noon sakin is coming, sometime I'm stretching and sometime I'm not stretching. But the grammar part, like that is tajweed grammar, right? Ikhfa, izhar, idgham and qalqala and these kind of things. So it helps you to understand, okay, why I'm doing this and why I'm not doing this. Same thing in the translation. If you will just skip the entire whole grammar part, then it will be very, very, very hard for you to understand why it's happening. And when you will be writing the translation, most of the time, it will be hard for you to understand, like I'm talking, or a present person is talking, or the absent person is talking, we are talking, only I am talking, or there were so many people, there was only one people who is saying this. So this all will be covered in the grammar part. Okay, Arush, you have any question? I can see your hand raised. Arush.
Mom, mom
Okay.
is back.
Yeah, I can see your hand raised. You have any question?
No.
Okay, all right. So that,
I think our mom is back, so she wanted to introduce herself.
Armav, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Hi, my name's Armand. I'm in grade 8, and
Your voice is not very clear, and I don't know. Like my laptop is not good today.
I heard her.
Okay. Yeah. Speak a little louder.
my name's Armand, and I'm in grade 8.
Thanks, our mom. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah, Armav. Okay, so the next thing is, when I will be explaining the ayah and when I will be explaining the explanation, you guys have to listen very carefully, because at the end of the class, I will ask all of you to, write whatever you understand. So you will pick your ayah. Let's suppose if we have done 10 ayats, okay? So everyone will pick few ayats and they will write the, what we have learned. So we have a separate file in which we write what we understand in this ayah. This will help you to review, whatever we have done in the surahs. Okay, so I want Kamil, if you can share the screen and you can show the how we are writing and what we have done in the class. So both the files, like the grammar file and the translation file. So we have two different files. Okay, Kamil, you can share by the time I'm explaining. So we have two different files. Samra, you can give your email address. So inshallah, Farah and Kamil will be sharing, the file with you. So whatever we are doing in the class, at the end of the class, we write in that, and the file will be always with you. And then inshallah, you can review what we are doing in the class. You can add on, and you can, when I'm explaining, you can pick, okay, this ayah I will pick at the end, and I will write this ayah in the file. So we have one. Okay, so Kamil, are you there? Kamil, I don't know what happened to him.
Samati, I have them open. I can share the
Oh,
screen.
okay. No, I want to share on the screen so she can see.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let
okay. So for
me.
yeah, okay, for you, anyone can share and show the file.
Okay, I got it. 1 second.
Okay. Okay. So you can just scroll up and down. Okay, so these are, if the story is similar, if the ayat explaining the same thing, so we just write all the ayah number, and then what this ayat is explaining, a key. Like, let's suppose ayah 27. So ayah 27 is explaining about the heaven, or humans. So you will give the heading and then you will explain it. So every single person will choose in the end what you gonna write about the ayah, and then inshallah everyone will be writing in the same file. Okay, and same with the grammar file. So you can close this one, Farah, and you can just open the grammar one. Okay, so this is a grammar file. Okay, so whatever we are learning in grammar, we are writing in this. And inshallah, from the beginning, I will explain this one more time. So if you guys have any issue, or anyone, absent in the previous classes, can understand this, inshallah. So I will explain it one more time. So inshallah, don't worry about that. We have not done so much because I normally, teach very slow in the grammar. Okay, as I said, when you guys will be finished your tajweed, so might be we will be having a separate day for grammar class. So inshallah, I can take your questions as well, the confusions and everything. Otherwise it will be hard if you will go very fast. Okay, so inshallah, yes, jazakallah khair. You can close the file, Farah. And the translation we are doing from this file. Give me a second, let me um, uh-oh, what happened? Kamil, are you back or you are still away?
So I just got back, sorry.
Okay. Okay, so this is the file. Farah, you can also share the file in the chat so she can save it. Okay, so we are covering the translation from this file. Okay, so it will Basically, this is a translation Quran, okay, and this is a translation Quran, and it breaks the word so a person can easily understand, okay. Uh, So we were on Surah Naziat, the second surah of 30th para, okay, and we have done three parts of Surah Naziat. Like we divide Surah Naziat into four parts, okay. So I will just explain you what we covered in the first part. First part is basically about like someday inshallah we will do the review and then you can understand, okay. So first part of the like first few ayats basically explaining about how the angels will take your soul out from the body when it's death time, okay. And what kind of angel it and uh, how it process, like entire whole process, okay. In second part we do the story of Musa alayhi salam and Fir'aun. Okay, so this Musa alayhi salam is story is in so many parts. Like in other, like most of the Quran part covered the story of Musa alayhi salam. Different stories of Musa alayhi salam. So that was not basically the story, but how Allah subhanahu wa taala ordered Musa alayhi salam to go to Fir'aun and what to say. So we covered that part. Then in third part, we covered like what kind of people will go in Jahannam, hellfire, and what kind of hell, what kind of place hellfire is, and these kind of things. So that will be our third part, which we covered. Okay. Now from today, we will be starting from ayah number 40. Okay, from here, and this is the last part of Surah Naziat, which cover what kind of people will go in Jannah. Okay, so this will explain basically about the Jannah, and then we will be starting Surah Abas, and Surah Abbas is the starting few, not entire whole Surah Abbas, the starting few ayats of Surah Abbas. So it will give you an idea. And Surah Abbas is an interesting surah. Like there is a story, like and a story of like sometime. This is also like for the new students. Sometime what happened? It's for Maween and Samra. Okay. Sometime what happened? There is a story behind some surah or some ayah. Okay, and sometimes there is no story behind any surah or any ayah. Okay, when there is a story behind any surah or any ayah, like some incident happened, some story happened, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the ayah or the surah, then we call that Asbab Nazool, or in Urdu it's called Shan Nazool. Okay, Asbab Nazool. So whenever you will see this word Asbab Nazool, that means this is a story or incident happened before revealing the surah. Okay, now let's start with ayat number 40. Wow means and. Okay, wow means and. Amma man khofa. Khof. You have learned this, might be you listen this word in Urdu as well. Khof. Okay, khofa, feared. Okay, as I said, when day by day you will do the grammar part, you will understand why it's not fear, why it's feared. But this time, because you are weaker in Arabic part, in grammar part, so you just need to memorize as it is. Okay, but day by day you will understand why it's going in past form, why this is in future, why this is in present, inshallah. Okay, so wa amma man khafa, but as for him, whenever you see anything in the bracket, that means that is not a part of translation. But if they will remove this, then it will be hard for you to understand the meaning. Okay, so that's why they put the bracket shows us that this is not a part of translation. Okay, wa amma, wow means wow have different meanings. Sometimes you see wow with the meaning of and. Okay, sometimes you will see wow as a swear. Wal asr wa layalil ashr, wal fajr. Okay, uh, uh, Wadduha. Okay, So sometime wow used as a, like when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swear for something, okay? And sometimes wow used for the meaning of and, sometimes but, okay? So according to the sentence. So over here you can see wa'athar al hayata dunya. This wow was giving the meaning of and, but over here this wow is giving the meaning of but as for, okay? Man, who, khawfa, derived from khawf, khawa, khawa, wow, and fa is the root word. Yeah, one more thing. What is root word in Arabic? Okay, root word is the root. Okay, is the main word. Let's suppose if I'll say bat. Okay, if I remove the first one, bat, bat, and I remove b and I place c, cat. Okay, then I remove that I remove the first one and I put a r, okay, then it will be rat. Okay, so the root word is basically at, which is not changing, like, right? And we are changing the first word, and we are extracting different meaning, okay? That is called root word, okay? So when you are doing rhymes, normally the end part is the root word, okay? So in Arabic, root word is by which we can derive so many words like seen, jim, dal, sajada. Seen, jim, dal. The seen, jim, dal means sajda, right? But if I'll add meme before seen, so what will be the word? Meme, seen, jim, and dal. Seen, jim, and dal is the same thing. I only add meme before this, okay, sajada, and I add one meme before sajada. So what will be the word? Who will answer me? What will be the word? Meme, seen, jim, and dal. What will be the word? Masjid. Understand? So when it masjid, that means the place where we do sajda. Okay, so the root word is seen, jim, dal, but just before that I add meme, so change the meaning. Okay, so root word basically it's a root, okay, and different word derive from it, and it gives different meaning. Okay, so khafa, khawa, fa is ha, wow, and fa is the root word, and it means fear. Okay, muqama, muqama means standing. We when we are in the when we are reading namaz, we say qiyam, right? Of, wow, meme is the root word, and qiyam means standing position, right? So maqama, standing position, right? Standing. Rabbihi, Rab means Lord, and he is basically a pronoun, and its meaning is his. Before is not a part of translation, but they are explaining to connect the to make it easy to understand the translation. Okay, Rab means Lord, he, his. Okay, this is a pronoun, he is a pronoun, and it means his. Wow, again, same thing. Day by day, 80% of the Quran has the repetition of word, like all words are repeated. If you start day by day memorizing few translation words, then inshallah only 20% is the new words, okay? But because when it's interconnected, you feel it's a new word, but basically when we make it apart, it's not a new word. And 80% of the Quran is a combination of the of the same words, okay? Only 20% are the new words. So it's not very hard. If you make a habit, at least memorize 10 words every single week or every single day, even if only 10 words, and then you will feel like, oh, I can understand the meaning by myself when this word is coming any other place. Wow means and. Noon ha ya, noon ha ya, nahan. Nahan means restrained. When something, you know, when you want to stay away from something, when you want to stop yourself for doing something, okay, that is called restrained, okay. Nafsa, nafs, we all know, like nafs, we also use this word in Urdu, nafs, okay. My nafs, my inner self is not letting me do so. My inner self is not letting me, think that way, okay. So the nafs means himself, a person, whatever is inside himself, herself, okay. So nafs means self, yourself, basically, okay. Wow means and, naha means to 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 stop yourself, okay. Let's suppose your nafs, your inside is saying, okay, I know this is bad, but let's do it. Okay? Your nafs is saying, let's do it. Okay? And maybe you hear this or not, that every single nafs is attached with shaitan. Shaitan is outside as well, and there is one more shaitan Allah has, connected with our nafs. Sometime in Ramadan, shaitan is chained, right? You all know, like you have learned this hadith, that shaitan is chained in Ramadan and he cannot disturb us. But still, some people do the sin. Some people, are lazy in Ramadan. Some people are not putting so much effort pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is not shaitan, that is your nafs, okay, yourself, who is forcing you not to do the right things. So whenever a nafs force you not to do the right things, so your job is to do nahi, no, restrained, stop, okay. In Urdu, sometimes we say nahi, okay, nahi, no, right. So wanahan nafsa, and stop yourself, your inner self, and restrained himself, okay. Anil hawa. An means from. This word hawa you will see in Quran so many places. Okay, hawa means evil desires, lust, something bad. Okay, something bad you are watching, something bad you are listening, something bad you are doing with your finger, like typing is also a evil. Sometimes you type wrong, right? Sometimes you are chatting with the nahmeram. Sometimes you are you are typing and searching wrong things, right? So that is also your evil desires, right? So hawa means lust, all kinds of evil desire. Either it's watching, either it's from you using your ears, listening music, either you are talking, or either you are using your fingers, you are using your 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 foot going somewhere. Everything count in this, okay. So what basically this ayat is explaining us, the let's connect this ayah. But as for him who feared standing before his Lord and restrained himself from evil lust, this ayah is basically explaining the key going in Jannah. The key going in Jannah, okay. So first let me connect the second ayah, and then I will explain why this ayah is key going in Jannah. Fa inna. Fa means then. Wherever you see fa, that means then. See here. Fa amma man tagha. Fa means then. Okay. So make at the end of your notebook, make a word meanings list and then write this word. Okay. Wow means and, fa means then. So day by day, maqama means stand, off means fear. Okay. So day by day, make your own list. Rob means Lord. Okay. So at the end of your notebook, if you will maintain this list day by day, day by day, day by day, your understanding will be very very strong. If you will just sit or doing other words, listening, and at the same time you are thinking, okay, I'm listening simultaneously, then it will not gonna work. Okay, you will if you want that this Quran goes inside me and it bring a change inside me being a Muslim, then you had to sit down You have to be very focused. You have to listen. You have to, follow the instruction what I'm saying to you. If you really want that, I want to stay away from doing wrong things, and being a Muslim, I want to learn each and everything what Allah is, giving the commands to me. Okay, so fa inna, fa means then, inna rarely. Okay, surely, rarely. Okay, Jannah is basically a paradise, because Jannat is a garden. Okay, it's a paradise. So wherever you will see the word Jannah, it's basically give the meaning of paradise. Okay, so Jannah means paradise, and then Hiya means it. Okay, Hiya is basically called isme ishara. Inshallah, in grammar we will do this to point something. Sometimes we use few words, huwa, hiya. Okay, so Hiya means it. Okay, it's a noun, and this noun is called isme ishara, the noun which pointing something. Okay, ma'wa is a place, like abode, a place where a person will stay forever. Okay, will be in his abode. Okay, so let's connect the ayah. Fa innal jannata hiyal ma'wa, then verily paradise, it will be his abode, like it will be his final destination. Okay, now let's first understand these two ayah together. وَأَمَّا مَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ وَنَهَى النَّفْسَ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ, but as for him who feared standing before his Lord and restrain him from evil desires and lust, فَإِنَّ الْجَنَّةَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى, then verily paradise, it will be his abode. Now, why I was saying this ayah is the key going in Jannah, because you can see in the second ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is explaining the person will final destination will be Jannah. Like he will stay there. Ma'wa means tikana, ma'wa means abode. Okay, the person will stay there. So the final destination is Jannah. Okay, but whose final destination is Jannah? The two kinds of people count, included in this. Number one, وَأَمَّا مَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ, point one. Okay, وَأَمَّا مَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ means the one who always fear to stand in front of Allah. Remember, whenever I was teaching you tajweed, and whenever I'm talking to you, I always say, one day we have to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One day we have to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah, then we have to answer all the questions Allah is asking to us, right? So many times, might be you if you remember, you hear this word from my mouth, right? That one day we have to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we should feel fear standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because that day will be very, very hard. Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anha, she asked Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that, what she asked, like, could you please, tell me what should I ask to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that it will be easy for me standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? And what Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, make dua, Allahumma hasibna hisaban yasira. Always make this dua, Allahumma hasibna hisaban yasira. That, oh Allah, take me, take my accountable very easy, like make it very easy, like when you are asking questions to me, make it very easy. So when Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to Aisha radiallahu anha, then make this dua, that, oh Allah, make me easy accountable. So Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anha asked Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who will be those whose accountability will be very easy? Who will be those people? So Hazrat Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied to Aisha radiallahu anha, when you will be standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and your book of deeds will be in his hand, and he didn't open the book of deeds, he only looked at the top cover page, and he didn't open, and he said, okay, you are good and you can go. Thou will be the luckiest person And if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala once opened the book of deeds and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala start asking questions, that means that person will not, with that person cannot reach to Jannah. That that person might be the final destination is Jahannam, because it's not easy to answer in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like, okay, I did this, my intention was not this, that. Okay, so he has to answer so many questions. So the luckiest one will be that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will see the cover page when he will be standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will see the cover page and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, okay, go in Jannah, you are done. So we should always make this dua, Allahumma hasibna hisaban yasira. Oh Allah, make my accountability very easy. So because of the barakah of this dua, might be Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't open the good of book of deeds, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will tell us, okay, go in Jannah. Inshallah. Okay. So those are the people who always feel fear in the heart. One day I have to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I have to answer. One day I have to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and I have to answer. When this fear will come in your heart, then you can make yourself stop for doing so many wrong things because of this fear. So those are the lucky people who have this fear in the heart. Number two, وَنَهَى النَّفْسَ عَنِ الْهَوَى, and restrain himself from evil desires. So there are two kinds of people, and Quran explains three kind of people. Okay, remember this. Quran explains three kind of people. Number one, Quran explains one kind of nafs is nafse ammara. Okay, nafse ammara is a kind of nafs, yourself, that when you do any kind of sin, you even do not realize that I am doing sin. Parents are telling you, other teachers are telling you, elders are telling you, and maybe nobody is telling you, but you are doing it and you are not feeling it, that this is something wrong, like I am, this is evil desire, or this is lust which I am fulfilling, and this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ask us to stay away. A person sometimes do not even feel this, that I'm doing sin. Those kind of nafs are called nafse ammara. It's written in para 12. The para 12 is starting wama ubarriyu nafs, the explaining about nafse ammara. Okay, so I just don't want to go in detail, but those nafs are called nafse ammara, which do not let you realize that you are doing sin. The second type of nafs is nafs lawama. Okay, nafs lawama is a kind of nafs when you do a sin, when you misbehave with your parents, when you shout, when you argue, when you don't want to listen, when you hurt someone. After some time you realize, I think I did wrong. I think I should go and I should say sorry. I think I was so angry at that time and I shouldn't be. When this kind of feeling start coming in yourself, that means your nafs is not nafse ammara. Your nafs is nafse lawama, a second category, which is not very harsh. Okay, a medium type of category. The person who is doing sin, but after some time or right away realize, like, oh, I was doing something wrong, right? Third kind of nafs, which is written in 30th para, nafse mutma'inna. ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية فادخلي في عبادي وادخلي جنتي. Surah Fajr, para 30, last ayah. That is nafse mutmainna. What kind of nafs is this? Nafse mutmainna. The nafse mutmainna is a kind of nafs that he always feel worried to connect, with the with the good things. Wherever he get a chance to do the good deed, he always do it. He has a love and fear of Allah in the heart this much that he never ever want to misbehave anyone, never ever, a soft heart kind of person, right? Soft kind of person. This type of person who who has a love of the family, who have a love of humanity, who have a love of Allah, who have a love of Prophet, and he always, his heart do not even take him, away from the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like he always make himself or herself busy thinking about the good things, how I can make someone happy, how I can make myself little down if I can please someone. Okay, sometimes like that person keeps the ego aside, that person keeps everything aside, and his intention is always to make other people happy, to make Allah happy, to please Allah, to please Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Those kind of nafs is nafs mutmainna, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explained in 30th para, those kind of nafs Allah will say, okay, ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية فادخلي في عبادي وادخلي جنتي. Oh my banda, I'm very happy with you because you are bringing nafs mutma'inna, and now your destination is Jannah. Now directly go to Jannah. So we should always stop by at Surah Fajr this ayah, and we should make dua that, oh Allah, make us among those who will be directly going Jannah. Okay, so basically this is the key. If you do not read so many things, but if you follow these two things, and then your destination will be Jannah, inshallah. Number one, whenever when in your daily life, every single day, feel it that one day I have to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is why I was telling you the story of the incident happened in Kamal's school. You never know when it's time to go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And sometimes, our nerves tell us, no, you have so much time. You can regret later. You can do sorry later. Just enjoy your life. Just enjoy your cell phone, social media, and everything. Don't worry about what parents are saying. Don't worry about what elders are saying. Okay. So this is nafs, the nafs which is attached with this is shaitan which is attached with our nafs, and he always want to make our nafs amara do the guna and don't worry about anything, do the sin and don't worry about anything. Okay, so we should at least stay in the middle. We should make our nafs lawama whenever you do any wrong thing. And there is a list nowadays, what teenagers are doing. This is a big list. So at least we should be nafse lawama, that if we are doing wrong, we should feel it. We should worry about saying sorry and, compensate things, okay? Otherwise, it will be hard for us to go in Jannah, and that is the final destination, okay? So this is a very beautiful ayah in Quran which explain this. Now, let's move on to the next part. This is very easy. We have already learned this in the last surah, so I will just review this very quickly. Yes, alunaka, sin, hamza, lam, sawal. Okay, so this means ask, question, sawal. Okay, you learn in Surah Naba as well. I don't exactly remember the ayah. Amma yatasa'alun, the first ayah, yatasa'alun. Okay, Seen, Hamza, Lam. This word was coming there as well. Okay, so Seen, Hamza, Lam, Sawal, ask. Kaf is again pronoun, and it's giving the meaning you. Okay, and this ya is giving the meaning they. Yes, alunaka, they ask you. Okay, this kaf is pronoun. Sometimes kaf is key. We say jazakallah. Okay, okay. May Allah give you reward. So when it's a boy, we say kalla. When it's a girl, we say killa. Right? We put a kasra over here. So basically, this jazakallah, this kaf in jazakallah is a pronoun. Same here, yasalunaka, they ask you. The ask meaning is derived from this hamza, seen, hamza, lam, sawal, ask. Kaf is basically you, and this ya is basically they. They ask you. Okay? Anis sa'ati, an about. Sa'at घड़ी, saat hours. Okay, so it basically explain the time, sa'a, okay, sa'a, the hour. Ayana, when. Mursaha, ha is again a pronoun. Mursaha, appointed time. Ha, it's okay. So mursaha, it's appointed time. So this ayah is very easy. Yasalunaka anisa'ati ayyana mursaha. They ask you about the hour when it's appointed time. When appointed time means when Qiyamah is gonna come. So they were asking questions. They disturbed Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, like they begged Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam so many times. You have learned in Surah Naba so many times. Like this concept was very hard for them about you to understand about Qiyamah. Like this Qiyamah is gonna come. So they ask every single time they ask you about the hour when it's appointed time, like when this Qiyamah is gonna come. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling him that you should give this answer. Fima anta min zikraha. Fa means in, mim fara, yes.
I have a quick question. They ask you, the you is Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam or just everyone in
Yeah,
general?
Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi
Oh,
Wasallam.
okay.
Like we learn in Surah Naba that all the time they ask Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, oh, you always talk about the Qiyamah, but it's never, it's never here. It's
Yeah.
not coming. So he always talk these kind of questions to, and you like this is why Allah Subhanahu wa Taala is giving the universal example so many times. Like, okay, I created sun, I created moon, I created this. So why do you think it's hard for me to create the Qiyamah? No, it's not hard for me. So it was very hard for them to understand this concept that once we will die, we will reborn. And second concept, that there is a Qiyamah, we have to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and he will ask questions. So it was very hard for the non-believers, it was very hard for Yahud and Nasara, like Jews and Christians too, and the mushrik, the idols, the one who were worshipping idols. Like for all three of them, it was very hard for them to understand this concept. So this Quran is explaining to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, like first they are explaining what problem, like what things Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was facing, and then Allah Subhanahu wa Taala how giving answers, right? So yes,
Right.
they ask you about the hour when it is appointed time. You are talking about, you were explaining that Quran is saying about the Qiyamah. Before this ayah, in last session we learned about the Jahannam part, okay? So before this ayah, when Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam explained about the Jahannam part, so basically they were very, they tried to show that no, it's not gonna come. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is answering them. Fima anta min dhikraha. Fa means in, ma means what position, anta is again a pronoun, you, min, of, zikraha, to mention it. Okay, ha is again pronoun it, and zikr means mention. Okay, so ila rabbika muntahaha, ila, to, Rabb, Lord, kaf, again I explained you here, kaf means you, so you can write in your notebook, kaf means you, your, okay, it's a pronoun and it means your. Ila rabbika, to your Lord, muntahaha, like he knows what, when it's gonna come, the term thereof. Okay, muntahaha, that means that he knows when it's gonna come. Okay, and Allah is the one who has, muntaha is a name as well. Muntaha means the entire, the last knowledge when nobody knows. Allah knows that. Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling them, like, let me connect both the ayahs so inshallah you will understand. Fima anta min zikraha ila rabbika muntahaha. Fima, in what position are you to mention it? Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is warning them. Do you prepare yourself? Like, do you think your good deeds are too,
Hello.
your your good deeds are too many and you are waiting for Qiyamah? Do you think that you are in position to call? Because if you have fear in your heart, you will always feel worried. No, I have not enough good deeds. Oh, Allah, don't send Qiyamah. Let me collect some more good deeds, right? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking them, do they think like they have they have secure enough?
About
That's why they are
so we're
waiting.
fighting.
Arush, your mic is on mute. Fima anta min zikraha. So in what position are you to mention it? You are reading, you are talking, you are doing zikr. Zikr means to talk, okay, to notify something. So you are talking about qiyamah, when it's gonna come, but are you prepared for it? Did you do any kind of preparation about it, that you have so many good deeds, that's why you are waiting? Whenever, like, understand this way, like whenever you have a party, okay, let's suppose Eid party, okay, and you have prepared some food, you have prepared some decoration stuff, and you decorate the entire whole living room, and then food is ready. So uh, what kind of feeling you have? Oh, when my guests are gonna come, when my guests are gonna come, when my guests are gonna come, oh, they are 5 minutes late, oh, they are 10 minutes late. We do like that, right? It's a human nature, right? So in the same way, they were saying, well, when the qiyamah gonna come? So Allah is saying then, did you prepare something for Qiyamah? Are you ready to face Qiyamah? But and at the same time, Allah is explaining to Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, don't explain anything that it's gonna happen this time or that time, but rather than saying this, tell them, Ila Rabbika Muntahaha, your Lord knows when it's gonna come. I am no one, even though I'm prophet, but I'm a only messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and my job is whatever Allah revealed, I forward you as it is. It's not my job to do any kind of change inside that. Okay? So whatever you are revealing on me, I am just forwarding as it is. It doesn't mean that I know when Qiyamah is gonna come. Allah knows better when Qiyamah is gonna come. Is it clear to all of you? The concept of these two, three
Clear.
ayats?
Yes.
Okay. Innama anta munziru man yakshaha. Innama, only, anta, again you have learned this word here, you, okay, anta, you, it's a pronoun, munziru, nazara, nuzara is a root word, and nazara means giving warning, okay, the one who gives warning, okay, and the one who gives warning that something bad gonna happen, something severe gonna happen, okay, this kind of warning, okay. In Urdu we said darana, okay. So munziru, a warner, okay. So man who yaghshaha, khashiya means feel fear something, okay. Ha, again pronoun that means it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is basically saying, if someone gonna ask you, if people are asking you when qiyamah is gonna come, do not, first let them feel it. Are they ready? Did they prepare anything for qiyamah? Are they ready? They have enough good deeds. Number two, tell them that your Lord knows when it's gonna come. And number three, tell them that you are the only excuse me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is clear, giving a clear, you know, telling the position of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What is his job? Why he's appointed as a messenger, as a prophet. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explaining in this ayah, Innama anta munziru man yakhsha. My job is to only give you warning, and the one who want to feel fear about this day. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala basically clearing the position of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in this ayah, that might be they are thinking you have a hidden knowledge of the qiyamah. Tell them, no, my job, Allah appointed me as a prophet, because my job is to make you, giving you warning that a qiyamah is gonna come. Prepare yourself before that time. If we have a party at home, we prepare it before, not at the party time. Like if you give the party time 5 o'clock, will you start cooking 5 o'clock? Will you start decorating and cleaning your house at 5 o'clock? No, of course not. You will prepare one day ahead, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying the same thing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam job is just giving a warning so they can feel fear and they can start preparation earlier time, okay, rather than when Qiyamah is on their head and they say, oh, I'm not ready. So the last ayah is explaining ka'annahum, as if they. Ka is basically used for resembling something. Okay, used to resemble something. Okay, so kaf is basically this as is is here to resemble something. What kind of resemblance you will learn in the next part. Okay, ka'annahum, as if they. Whom is a pronoun. Ka'anna means as if. Whom is a pronoun they. Okay. Yaum, you have learned this word so many times. They, when you were reading Surah Fatiha, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Maliki Yawmiddin. Yaum, the day of judgment, right? Yaum means day. Yarawnaha. Yaraw means to see. Okay. Yarawaw. Wherever you see this word, the root word is yarawaw and it means see. Ha is again pronoun it. Look, ha comes here, it means it. Ha comes here, it means it. Yaraw means see. Okay. Yarawnaha. This ya is giving the meaning of plural. They see it. Okay, so see it. Lam, not. You have learned this word before. Lam, not. Yalbathu, had prayed. Like they feel it. They assume. Okay, like they will think this way. Okay, they will calculate. They will feel. Okay, yalbasu means they will trade. Illa, except. Wherever you see this word illa, the same meaning, except. Write it in your notebook because this word, most of the time same meaning and it repeats so many times in Quran. Okay, illa, except. Ashiya, you can remember this word from Isha. Okay, afternoon, like the late evening. Okay, the night time, late afternoon. Ashiyatan, Isha. Okay, Isha prayer, Isha namaz. Okay, Isha ashiyatan, afternoon. Au, or duha. Maybe you have listened salatul duha. Okay, the morning salah, which we read around after sunrise, like around 9:30. The time normally start 9:30. Okay, that is called salatul duha. Duha means morning time. Okay, it's Surah Duha in 30th para as well. What duha wal layli idha saja. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swear of the morning time. What duha. Okay, duha means morning. Okay, ha means it's. Au means or. Au duhaha. Au means or. Ha, again it. You have learned this. Ha here it. Ha here it. And ha is coming here again it. Okay. Au means or. Ha means it. Duha means morning. Okay. Now, what is the story you are reading today that they were worried about when Qiyamah gonna come? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the ayah explained three things. Okay. Oh. Okay. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala basically explained three things in that. Number one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cleared the position that are you ready for the Qiyamah? Number two, Allah said this knowledge is only belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nobody knows when Qiyamah gonna come. If someone is explaining anything, that is fake. Okay. Number three, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cleared the position of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that your job is to give a warning so they can feel fear and they can start preparing themselves before time. As I explained about the party, right? You do not start your cooking at 5 o'clock if the guests are coming at 5 o'clock, right? You will do it early. So in a same way, if you will feel fear, then you can start preparing yourself a little early. And then what they will feel They will feel كأنهم يوم يرونها لم يلبثوا إلا شيجة أو ضحاها, as if the day they see it had not prayed except in afternoon or its morning. You know, when Qiyamah will come, okay? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, Yawma, the day when Qiyamah, when they will see Qiyamah, okay? When they will see the day of Qiyamah, you know what they gonna say? What they will say? They will say, I think we stay in the dunya, in the world, like from morning till afternoon, or I think only morning time. They will not, nobody will say that I'm 50 years old, I live 50 years, I was 60, I died at the age of 60, so I spent 60 years. I, I am 80 years old, so I think I stay in the world 80 years. Nobody will say like that. You know what they will say? I think we stayed in the world when they were, when Qiyamah will come, and when they will see the Qiyamah, they will wake up from their grave, they will come out from their grave, and everybody will be asking other person, how long you stay in the world? This is something new, like we are in a new world now. And you have watched so many movies, right? Sometime, in they are in one in uh, one time zone, and suddenly they shifted to another one, right? And that one is pretty fast, right? So in the same way, when they will wake up from their graves and they will see each other, and they will a little confused first, and they will say, oh, I think we are at some new place, right? That look like it's no, not look like similar where were we before. So then at that time they will say, like they are talking. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is basically explaining what they will be talk at that time when they will see the Qiyamah. So one person will be asking other person, what do you think? How long we stay in the world? And other person will be say, I think we stayed from morning till afternoon, or might be till morning. So nobody will say we stay 1 day, 2 day, 2 years, 4 year, 5 years, 8 years, and you can feel it. What is your age? Let's suppose if your age is 15, 15 year is a pretty long time. But if you close your eyes and you feel it pass so quickly, it feels like, oh, you just born yesterday. And I passed my grade 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 9. Now I'm in grade 10. Now I'm in grade 12, and now I'm in university. The time flies so fast, okay? So the meaning of this ayah is they will consider at that time, oh my God, the time flies so fast. I feel like I stayed in this world only till afternoon, or might be till morning, nothing more than that. Is it clear? The concept of this ayah is clear, what they will be talking when they will see the day of Qiyamah?
Yes.
Clear? Okay, all right. Inshallah. So this was all about Surah Naziat. So inshallah, let's start Surah Abas. So inshallah, this is very pretty, like this is pretty easy, and we will not cover so many things in that. I will just explain you the Asbab Nazool of this surah. Okay, before starting this, do you have any question about the previous surah? If anything you feel like I didn't understand this part, all of you, quickly unmute your mic and answer me. Quickly. There are 7 people in the class. Quickly.
It's
No.
7, 8. No, I think 8, 9, 10 people in the class. Yes. Or you want me to call your names one by one? Aru, Sharma, Bafan, Shamil,
All
Kamil,
clear.
Samra, Zara, Kamil, Shamil, Samra,
Clear.
Claire,
yeah, clear.
Samra, Samra, Ushba,
I know.
Ushba.
Clear. Clear.
Okay. Samra, are you there? Can you unmute your mic and answer me?
Yes.
Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start Surah Abas. Surah Abas is, the meaning of Surah Abas is he frowned. Okay, when you see someone and how you move your eyebrows, right? In the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Abasa wa tawalla ja'ahul ama wa ma yudrika la'allahu yazzakka أو يذكر فتنفعه الذكر أما من استغنى فأنت له تصدى وما عليك ألا يزكى. We will not start the surah. I will just explain you the Asbab Nazool of this surah. Basically, what happened? Prophet Muhammad was sitting in the Masjid Nabawi, and he was not in the Masjid Nabawi. He was sitting somewhere, okay, somewhere, and he was sitting somewhere, and few non-Muslims were in front of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And normally, what happened? The non-Muslim who came to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, either poor or these kind of people. But this time, what happened? The leaders, the big leaders, came to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they want to listen Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but they were not Muslim. So what Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was expecting, if I will explain them nicely, so they will, start following Islam. They will accept Islam. So Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was trying hard to explain them about the Islamic stuff. Okay, and we all know Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He always feels so worried that this person should accept Islam, and I can save him going hellfire. Because our job, like my job, your job, what is our job? To save other person going hellfire, right? To save other person going hellfire. So the same thing, and he was prophet. He has more responsibility. He was more, feeling, and he always feels so much worry. Like it's written, like sometime he cried whole night and make dua for the ummah that, oh Allah, don't send them in hellfire, because he knew many of the Muslims will go in hellfire. So he make lots and lots of dua. So his intention is always that if I'll explain in a very well mannered way, in a balanced way, so maybe they will understand, accept Islam, and they will reach Shahada. They will take Shahada, and they will be safe from going hellfire. So basically, what happened at that time? The leaders of the Makkah, they were sitting in front of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the name of the leaders are Abu Jahl, Utbah bin Rabi, Abi bin Khalaf, Umayyah bin Khalaf, Shayba. These are the big names, like big mushrik. Most of them, like they died in the first battle, was by Battle of Badr. They were sitting in front of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was engaged fully to explain them and to convince them to about Islam. And at that time, you know what happened? Uh, a blind Sahabi whose name was Abdullah ibn Maktoum. Abdullah ibn Maktoum. He was running and came inside. He ran and he came inside, and he was shouting, "Oh Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, can you please explain me this question?" He was Muslim, like the Sahabi, the blind Sahabi Abdullah ibn Maktoum. He was Muslim, and he came, and he was because he starts shouting like, "Oh Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I want to know about this." And he has a very minor question about his salah. He want to he want to understand some question regarding salah. So he was shouting, "Oh Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, can you please explain me this?" And he didn't say this once. He was keep saying it. "Oh Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, please listen to me, look at me, can you please explain this to me, can you please explain this to me?" So what happened? Because Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was very much busy with the other people who were not Muslim, and Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was hardly trying to convince them towards Islam. So Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam didn't feel good to answer this blind Sahabi, and he frowned and turned away. Abasa, the surah start from here. Abasa, he frowned and turned away because he was thinking like, it's okay, I can explain him later, but this is the first priority. Like the person who are sitting in front of me are non-Muslim. If they will go away from here, so maybe they're not gonna come back, right? This was the intention of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And what happened? I'm just, yes, Farah.
Sorry, just Malvin had to leave early, and so did Arush and our mob, so they left.
Okay, all right. Abasa wa
Okay.
tawalla an ja'al ama. I'm just reading the translation. He frowned and turned away. Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam frowned, like he just moved his eyebrows. Now in very happy mood, and he turned away because came to him a blind man. And what can inform you, like the blind man came and he was calling Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So basically, what happened, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did that, and his intention was good. Might be these non-Muslims, if they will go away, they will not gonna come. So he was thinking like, I can attend this blind Sahabi because he is already Muslim. He's not gonna go in Jahannam. So I can attend him later. And first concentration, I should put all my concentration toward this non-Muslim people who are sitting in front of me, and they are leaders. If they will accept Islam, the entire whole people who follow them will accept Islam. This was the concept of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. But on the other hand, Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, whatever he thought, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala didn't like. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, was not happy, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, reveal these ayats right away. And it's written that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after revealing these ayats, it's written that whenever Abdullah ibn Maktoum comes enters in the masjid, and Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam always stood up, like he always stood up. And Nabi Muhammad SAW said, he is the person, because of him Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was not happy with me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the ayats to explain me that what wrong I am doing. So he, to give him honor, uh, Nabi Muhammad SAW always, stood up, like whenever he entered in the masjid. And it is also written because he didn't know who is sitting in front of Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is busy because he was a blind man, right? So he didn't know that who is sitting in front of Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is busy and he is teaching other people. So basically, he was he was unknown, what is the situation, and that's why he was calling. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, was not happy with Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the ayah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, said to Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the one who is coming, it has fear in the heart to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I should fix my all mistakes and errors, and I should be sin free. And that's why he's worried. He's coming to you to ask questions, and you are ignoring him. You frowned him, and you turned away your face from towards him, and you are busy with the one who even don't care about accepting Islam. You have to attend the person first who have more interest, rather than the person who have no interest, and you are just trying to convince them. Okay, so this is a very big lesson for all of us in the Quran class as well. Whenever you feel someone is have a very someone is eager, like someone has a good intention and they want to learn, and and on the other hand, someone is not ready to understand, but you are thinking, okay, if I will explain this, you are thinking this is more beneficial, like if I'll attend this person. So we should always attend the one who is more connected, who is, more connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the lesson. Inshallah, we will start Surah Abasa next week, and inshallah you will start writing. Okay, so I'm just stopping the file from here. Do you have any question about this? So inshallah I can stop, and then Kamil can share the file, or Farah, and
I
then
have,
you can pick the ayats. Okay? Yes.
I have a quick question. What
Yes.
is the meaning of the surah in English? Like the name of the surah?
Which surah? Surah Abbas?
Yeah.
Okay, it's written here. Give me a second. Let me go down.
I think it's a frowned one, but I don't know. Yeah. Oh, okay.
He frowned.
Okay.
Abasa, he frowned.
Okay. Jazakallah.
The surah is starting. The Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam frowned at a blind Sahabi, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't like it, okay? And warned him right away and revealed these ayats right away, okay? So anyone have any question about it? No? So you can pick your ayah quickly. So we have to write from here till here, and someone can also write the Asbab Nazool of Surah Abas. So let me know like what ayah you are taking, so it should not be okay. Shamil, Ujbain Afan,
40 and 41.
40 and 41. Okay, there are few people, so inshallah just pick one ayah. 40 and 41. Okay, start writing 40 and 41. Okay, so other person, Kamil. Kamil, what happened? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, what ayah you are taking? He said 40 and 41. So this is not 41. What ayah number is this?
I think it's 42.
40. Afan, it's not 40 and 41. Oh, yeah. Okay, we started from here, right? 40 and 41. Okay. So Ujba and Afan, you start writing 40 and 41. Zara, quickly pick your ayah. Farah.
Zara had to leave, and I think 40 and 41 is already done on the doc.
It's already done on the doc?
Yeah,
On the
'cause that was like
document,
the
yeah.
last part.
Huh?
That was from the last class we did, like the last time.
Oh, we did that one?
That was about the permanent adobe.
Oh, okay, all right. Then start from 43?
2.
42.
42.
Okay, so start from 42, inshallah. Uh-oh. Okay, so 42 is yasalunaka, right? Yasalunaka anis saati ayyana mursaha.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
is 43.
You are
Wait.
taking 43?
I'm taking 45, I mean.
Which one?
45.
45. Okay, start writing quickly 45. And Carmel, you. And okay, before writing, I can read the dua. So inshallah, when you are done writing, so you guys can leave. Otherwise, the dua is very late to finish. Okay, so subhanallahi wa bihamdihi,
Subhanallah wa bihamdihi.
subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika,
Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika.
nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta,
Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta.
nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.
نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.
سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون،
سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون.
وسلام على المرسلين،
سلام على المرسلين.
الحمد لله رب العالمين.
الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Okay, so inshallah quickly write, and then you guys can leave. Okay, so inshallah pick your ayah, tell me like what ayah you are writing, and then inshallah start writing on the file. So Samrat, can you did you try, like this file is opening? Can you open the file? Yes, Farah, you are saying something?
Could I do or try the Asbab and Nazool for Surah Abasa?
Yeah, you can write that one. And Kamil, what you are taking?
I don't know.
He said, what Afan and Ishfa said? Afan, what, why you pick?
40 and 41.
Huh?
40 and 41.
So
We
it
already
is
did that.
already done.
Oh,
You have to pick from here. 42, 43, 44, 45.
You can check the document, it's blank, Afan. So just choose whatever is blank. There's like the ayah number, just right under whatever's blank.
okay.
Yes, Shamil, Kamil, and Samra.
Yeah, the document is opening.
It's not opening?
It is.
It is? Okay. So just go scroll down and you will see this ayah. Okay. This ayah 40. Okay. 41. So they are saying 41 is done. Can someone share their screen? So inshallah we can show her. But first pick your ayah. What ayah you are writing. So Samra, whatever you feel like, okay, this I understood good, you can write that one. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So just go and write the ayah number. What is the main theme? Okay. What they this ayah is talking about right over here, and then inshallah start explaining the ayah. Whatever you but first tell me like which ayah you are taking. Otherwise, okay, Jazakallah khair. Who shared the file? Okay, Farah. So I'm just stopping the screen for a second and I am sharing my screen. So you can pick the ayah first. So Farah is writing the Asbab Nuzul of Surah Abas. And Afan, Ushba, pick one. Like you have to start writing from here till
What's left?
Huh?
What's left?
Everything is left. Nobody picked anything except Farah. From here till
Hey, pick a
here.
random item.
Huh? Everyone can pick 2 ayats quickly.
Also send me the PDF.
Huh?
Can you also send me the PDF?
Sorry?
Can you also send me the PDF?
Some of the
PDF?
PDF, the screenshot for today's class is already on the document. Just scroll up a little bit. For the rest of the PDF, you can join the Google Classroom with the link in the chat. It's all in the Google Classroom.
Okay, so Farah, you can forward the email to her and she can get all the links.
Okay, inshallah.
Yeah.
I'll email you somewhere with everything.
Okay, so she will email you, Samra, and then inshallah you can get everything, okay?